His name is actually.
His name is what?
I'm not gonna say his name now.
Actually, I do know something that's happening right now. Even though I will never.
Your beard is growing back?
Yeah, it is.
You don't look like such a baby face.
Yeah. Congratulations.
You don't look like the Brooklyn Brawler's retarded son. Do what now?
Really?
Cheer Choice?
Cheer Choice Awards is going on right now. Just been notified. CC,
that nobody cares?
Yeah, well, I don't anymore.
That CC what? That he won again?
I think he did.
I have 15 Cheer Choice Awards.
I don't know.
Dude,
but if he pops in here, be nice.
Oh, 100%. I love CC. I love him to death.
Yeah.
There's no questions. But he also knows I'm going to give him shit.
Yeah, well, why not?
If I don't give him shit, I don't like him, remember?
That's true, too.
Very much so. He's very much a sweetheart. He's a hell of a dude. I love his Santa that he does. Both the good and the evil one.
Yes.
So
the evil one.
He does a lot of good stuff and he creates a lot of good stuff. My opinion on the Cheer Choice Awards is it's a way to celebrate mediocrity in a sense. So it's basically giving you something for all your hard work. But the problem is there are people on here that put way more work in. And again, I feel like if you were nominated for one Cheer Choice Award 1 year and you go, whether you win or lose, doesn't matter, or even if you win. So if you win a Cheer Choice Award, you should be out of the fucking running for the next one.
At least 1 year.
At least 1 year.
Yeah.
So 1 year you win, the next year you cannot you can go like as last year's winner. They should invite all last year's winners out, but you can go, you just can't win another award.
Yeah.
Like say there's a category for most uplifting creator, right? And say CC wins it this year. Next year, Pit Boss goes and he wins.
Yeah.
So they have CC there to say this is last year's winner of the most, encouraging influencer, blah blah blah, and these are your runners up for this year. Oh, and the winner is Pit Boss. Okay, Pit Boss goes up there, accepts his award. Now CC can run again the next year. Now Pit Boss has to be there just to
as an announcer.
Not as an announcer, just to say, hey, this was last year's winner is Mr. Pit Boss. Now, if he can't make it, they can put up a picture. Hey, this is the guy that won it last year, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that makes it fair towards other people, because if you notice, every year it's the same people. And it's like, okay, now it's just an award show for the elite, like Hollywood.
That's true too.
You ain't never going to win. If you're the hot actor, you're always going to win. So, I mean, when it comes to
Fluffy, there's nothing I did. I didn't do anything. Seriously, I didn't do anything.
Well, when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. I think that the Cheer Choice Awards should be a little bit different and a little bit better. But that's one measly person on this app that's saying that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody gives two fucks if I've never been nominated for a Cheer Choice Award, and I never will be. Because they don't have the biggest asshole award. Sorry.
What's the Cheer Choice Award?
So the Cheer Choice Awards is for TikTokers. It's like the Grammys or the Emmys or something like that. So
it kind of reaches out to all social media, but a lot of times the TikTokers are more
right.
How can I say it?
Prevalent.
It's like it's like the social media awards is what it should have been called, as the social media awards. That would be Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, any of the apps that are social media.
Twitch has their own award.
Yeah, they have the Twitch awards and stuff like that. So that's where a bunch of meth heads meet together and they just sit there and shake in their seat until they win something.
Oh Jesus!
And then
I want to win the next one.
The Game Awards also has like streamers that they give awards.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This can be just just the social media awards, period. Like, you could do best podcast, you could do best influencer, you could do best game streamer, you could be, you could do so many different categories. But when it comes down to it, nominating the same people over and over, the smaller creators don't have a chance at that point. Because if I have 5 million followers, Pit Boss has 10,000, I'm going to win every year. Because my 5 million are going to vote for me over Pit Boss. Because he only has a measly 10,000. Flip-flop that. Same scenario. My thing is, if you have 5 million followers, you're guaranteed to go to the Cheer Choice Awards. There's no question. You're guaranteed that. They will vote you in. But once you win, you're out for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So your 5 million don't mean shit. That gives Pit Boss a higher chance of being able to win. So in 2024,
it's like a popularity contest.
Right.
Yeah.
So in 2024, you lose or you don't get in, but 2025 you do, because you don't have to contend with all these big creators.
That's true too.
It's just me. It makes it fair and even for everybody.
Fluffy turned around. Biggest asshole award goes to Bones.
America.
I'd
win for sure.
Ooh, I got a good one. It's a little politically, in a way.
Okay, you're slowly fading back into your background. So what?
Oh well. Well, what's happening? If you guys notice all the tariffs that have been going on, now we're up to 145 for China on a tariff activity. So what does that mean to TikTok? That means China doesn't want to talk about deals because they're angry over 145% tariff.
Well, they're not gonna talk any deals because of that. That's the biggest problem that you have with it. Right now, our biggest concern as TikTokers is TikTok going away or not. We don't give a shit about the tariffs. But then you actually look at the whole situation. If you here's what he's doing. And people are just losing their shit about this. Oh, everything's going to do this, everything's going to do that. Yes, it will. Here's what he's trying to do. And this is the only thing I can think of that he's trying to do. And this is from a business standpoint. He is trying to make everybody come to the table and equal out. This is what we want. We want to give you 50%. We're going to give you 50%. Basically trying to make it all even. Do I agree with his tactics? Absolutely not. But at the same time, if he's not doing it, somebody else is. They're trying to equal out the tariffs to where everybody goes, okay, we need to sit down and we need to discuss this. Because yes, we're going to suffer, but so are they.
Yep.
And the higher tariffs we put on shit, the less of their stuff we're going to buy. It forces American companies from overseas to come back and build in America. That's the one thing that we don't have here anymore.
No, the industrial side is gone.
Exactly. Most of our stuff is imported. So he's trying to lower the price of those imports, and these other countries know that, and so do these businesses. So these businesses go over there and they can get cheaper labor, they can get cheaper taxes, they can get cheaper this, cheaper that, blah, 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 blah. You come to America, now you got to pay them, instead of paying somebody, $5 an hour over in China or Singapore or wherever the fuck they're at, they have to pay them 15 to 20 an hour. So their prices are going to go up, period. Because that's the way it usually works. Well, the thing is, say we bring all manufacturing back to America, right? We're talking cars, clothes, all of it. You can actually lower the prices if it's all in state and you're buying it local. It's the way it is. My whole thing about it is the fact that he is doing what he's doing his way, the business way. And people don't understand that. They don't want, and the thing is, in the 80s and 90s, we didn't care about tariffs, we didn't care about taxes, we didn't care about any of that shit. We didn't want to hear it. All we wanted you to do is keep us safe, keep us fed, and let us get rich.
Well, so I remember commercials. I remember commercials talking about buying American. American-made tags, tags that say American-made. Do you guys know in the laws of being what is considered American-made, you can actually buy foreign product to make your American-made stuff with the new laws, with the laws that are there. So I can go buy stuff from China, Chile, Mexico, wherever, and build it here and still say it's American-made.
Well, kind of.
It's a percentage, actually. It's more of a percentage of the product has to be considered American-made.
Yeah, because most products that are imported that are made here, they'll say parts and whatever come from this, but it's made in America.
Yeah. A lot of drinks and stuff like that. A lot of places, alcoholic beverages. Do you guys know there's same thing? What's up?
Yeah. I don't think we have enough raw materials in this country to have everything 100% American made.
True. Oops. Very true.
Well, that's the thing. You can import the materials that you need, and that's where imports need to be, is material trade with each other, not
true.
I'm gonna. So let's put it this way: China trades material with us, right? So we send China a bunch of like leather and rubber or whatever. China makes the shoes, and then they send them back to us. That's a whole waste of fucking money. A whole waste of money. We could send all that stuff over to China, and then they can make all their own shit and for their own people. And we could make our own shit for our own people. It'd be cheaper to us if we made our shoes here than sending whatever materials over and letting them make them and then sending them back. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a cost of shipping is huge.
Right. There's a step there that's costing people more money. And that's what people don't understand is the extra steps that we're sending shit back and forth is what's costing money, because we got to pay for those ships. We got to pay for that crew. We got to pay for all this bullshit and the transport and everything. So not only do we put it on a truck, put it on a boat or a plane, send it over to China, let them make it, put it on a boat or a plane, send it back over here, put it back on a truck, send it everywhere to a distribution center that splits it up, that has to send it everywhere else. It's just too much, because you have to, every step is a higher, it'll mark it up. It might be $1 that it marks it up. That's $1 I don't have. So if I can cut out the middleman and say the middleman is $10, right? And I'm paying $40 for this item. Or no, say I'm paying $20 for this item, because all the other shit's $10. If I cut out the middleman and I save that $10, now I'm only charging people half the price of what it was. But the problem is everybody wants to get rich. Everybody wants to make money.
And corporate's not going to drop it down. No, I've already seen it already on a bunch of different other products. Okay, like some of the energy drinks that are out there right now. Did you know that literally as it sits, a specific can with a green label, you guys all know who that is.
NOS?
M.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Mayberry Power Juice. Got it.
Yeah, Mayberry. Do you know that it actually only cost them $3.10 for that whole can?
Wait, $3.10 for the whole can?
The whole can. Juice.
Are you talking about what we pay for it or what they pay to make it?
What they pay to make it. It is now almost $4.75 right now in the stores. The stores are getting their little bit. But everything else is going to them.
Here's the thing. Most smart business, honestly, depending on volume. Okay. So if I make a product for $5, I'm going to sell it for 10. I get what I paid for, or what it cost me to make it, and then I get a $5 profit on top of that. So I'm doubling my money, where I can make more items, more products, more everything. Right?
Yeah.
What we're doing on some of these items is some things they make for $3.10 and sell it for $4.25. They don't make a huge profit on it, but they make some, because when it comes down to it, every day somebody's buying one of those. And not only is somebody buying one of those, hundreds of thousands of millions of people are buying one of those a day. So your profits soar as long as you keep that price low. Now, if I'm selling 10 a day, I'm going to double what it costs to make it, because that's all I'm selling is 10 a day. If I'm selling 100 a day, if I'm selling 1,000, but they move so many units of this crappy juice they make, and they end up profiting very well because of all the money they make off of it. Because they sell it in bulk. They don't just sell it in single cans. They sell a fuckload a day and ship out a fuckload a day. So something like that, yes. But if you're making a table, say you make a table.
Yeah.
Even a customized table. Say you make a table that's not customized, that is just a basic table that you go over and over with on it. You're gonna build that table for 20, you're gonna sell it for 40, right?
True.
Because you're not selling a ton of those every day. Not everybody's buying a fucking table every day. But things like energy drinks or food or something like that is bought and sold every day in bulk, pretty much. If you look at it from bulk pricing, it becomes a lot more than what you think whenever it comes profit wise.
Hi, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you reading through the private chat?
Yeah, I'm reading. I'll go with you guys on that one. We're definitely going to talk about that. But yeah, the whole tariff situation. The fact that, here's the thing, he wants to cut out income tax completely. He wants to take it away to where America is a business and we're not taxed on every little fucking thing that we buy. Which means we're not going to pay taxes on, like we go to buy a car, right? Well, the car is already got taxes on it. Then you got to pay your tax title and tag. You got to pay all this bullshit. And the same thing with your homes. Same thing with any product that you buy in America. You're taxed 10 times over on those items. Plain and simple. He's trying to get rid of that to where all of our money is made off of tariffs, and the government runs off of tariffs instead of running off of our taxes, which means more money in our pocket in the long run. So we're not paying, $300-$400 every paycheck in taxes. We actually get that money back. Then we turn around, we put that money into our economy, and now our economy is booming. That's the way it used to be before they started heavily taxing everything. Whenever you get taxed all your fucking life and then you draw Social Security and they tax that again,
yeah,
they've already taxed the money that went in there. Now they're going to tax you on the money coming out.
The funny thing is they even tax you on your death.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they tax a lot you on your death.
People don't understand the amount of taxes we pay. They have no concept about it, and they're bitching about tariffs and things getting more expensive. Well, here's the thing, genius. If the tariffs are all talked about and negotiated, and we're making enough money off of tariffs, then we don't need taxes. So therefore, you, as the person crying about the tariffs, get more money to spend on the shit you want to do and then you want to buy. This is how it works.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get them to the table first. So what do? You go to an extreme and you say, this is what I'm going to do. Hold on. We can't pay 145% in tariffs. That's crazy. Well, then come to the table and talk. Let's have a conversation, because I'm already paying 85 to 90% tariffs on this shit, if not more. I want to lower that. And if I have to pay you 80 to 90%, I'm going to double yours. And you can either come to the table and talk to me and we can equal out and find a common ground, or you can kiss my ass and I'm going to give you 185% tariffs on your shit. Therefore,
What are we getting
the
from
companies-
Antarctica?
huh?
What are we getting from Antarctica?
I have no idea.
That's a good
Well, I
question.
don't. My tariff on Antarctica.
Apple
I believe-
iPhones. We're getting iPhones.
iPhones. Yeah. Are you sure it's Antarctica?
Well, Antarctica.
Where the penguins
Antarctica,
are.
Well, we got to tax them to death, man. They're rich.
Right. No, Antarctica is the only place on Earth that is not owned by one country.
Nope.
It's owned by multiple
How do
countries.
we put tariffs on it?
You can't. There's nothing to put tariffs on. You gonna put tariffs on ice?
Oh, that was on his list, so that's what I was curious about.
Really?
Antarctica was
Yeah.
on his list.
Yeah,
Oh no way.
that's why people were. That's why
So
people were
nine-
making memes about putting tariffs on penguins.
Oh my, Rowan, hold that up.
Well,
Hold that
okay.
up. I want to see this. I want to see
Well-
what he has.
Like, okay, so I googled, and what I searched was what is a good that Antarctica provides America, but it's only showing me like services. So Antarctica provides several goods, quote unquote, or benefits to America, including scientific research opportunities, a unique research platform, a deeper understanding of climate change and its impact. Additionally, Antarctica plays a role in global climate regulation and helps to inform scientific understanding of the planet. But that's not a good, that's more of like a service.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think when it comes down to Antarctica,
Um,
what?
Oh no, continue.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think when it comes down to Antarctica, I think it's more the fact that the research that they do there is very classified and top secret,
Mhm.
and it stays that way. You're not allowed to even get out there and just walk around anywhere you want in Antarctica because they have
Unless you're a penguin.
multiple. Huh?
I said
Unless
you're
you're a penguin.
Well, yeah, no, penguins can. But that's the thing. Unless you have the highest of the highest clearance, which is clearance that even the president doesn't have, because the president can't just go out to Antarctica and walk around if he wanted to. There's no fucking way. And if he did, we would never know about it. Period.
They wouldn't even talk about it.
No, not at all.
Well, we know
So-
when he comes back blue.
He went from orange to blue. Well, you
He
know,
is
he
now
came
a
back
Smurf
blue.
instead of an
He came
Oompa
back
Loompa.
blue because he found Willy Wonka. He found Willy Wonka's chocolate factory,
Hi.
and the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Snozberries.
No, the thing is, they had a bunch of flat earthers that went out to Antarctica. They had to pay like 15 grand a person just to go out there, and then they're heavily monitored. Number one. Number two, they only have a certain amount of time out there. And what they did was they spent 24 hours out there to see the sun just literally circle Antarctica to prove that the Earth isn't flat. That's it. That's all it was. No
24
bullshit.
hours of sunlight. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Companies
literally,
would
they
make us
stayed out there
work.
for 24 hours. The camera watched the sun go around Antarctica one time, and that was a full rotation of the Earth. And they realized, oh, that's what flat Earth would be. But if I go up here, in the middle, it gets dark for some reason. Where does the sun go?
It
It
shuts
but
off.
15 grand just to go out there. Not even to
Light
walk
switch.
around, not even to explore, just to go out there, set a camera up, and watch the sun circle at one time. And I guarantee you, they were in an area that had no military presence, no scientific research, nothing. It was just an area that they said, here, you can go here. This is the only spot you can go. If you go anywhere beyond this, that guy over there is going to hit you with the pew pew right in your face.
Pew pew.
But that's the thing with Antarctica. The only thing that it would be that he's bitching about Antarctica is the amount of money that we pay compared to everybody else to do the research and development that they do out there or make the discoveries they do. It is the highest. It has the highest concentration of meteorites from anywhere, meteorite impacts from anywhere around the world. Period. It has so many mysteries around that surround Antarctica that when it comes down to it, that's what they're paying for, is to keep all that secret. Go to Google Maps. Go to Google Maps right now. Pull up do the 3D, pull up Antarctica, and it's blurred out everywhere except certain spots.
I can't do that, then I'll lag.
Yeah, no, you're all right. You're all right. But I like to point out,
But I was gonna say,
Mhm.
you go first, Pit.
No, you ladies first.
I was just gonna make a joke. You can go first.
Well, you can make a joke. That's perfectly fine.
Make your
I
joke,
was
honey.
just gonna say that what's really going on is the penguins formed a country and we don't know about it.
Probably. I would be
That's all I was
surprised.
gonna say.
They-
Not funny no more.
They're probably another superpower we didn't know about.
They're like the Egyptians.
Mhm.
They're really smart.
That's where we get our fish
What?
from. That's what the tariffs are for.
Oh, geez. See, my thing is that everybody knows pretty much what this is, a USB stick. You know how many
Thanks,
times this thing is taxed? This little guy right here is taxed more than 7 times before it gets to my hands. It's taxed for the plastic being used. It's taxed for the electronics being used. It is taxed just for being a USB. It's taxed in the packaging it's in. It's taxed when it gets to the store. It gets taxed when I buy it. That's a lot of tax for one little item.
One little item.
That's a lot of tax. Yeah.
So this is the spatial
Oh.
view of Antarctica, and of course they got space very well done, don't they? Look at that. Let's
Oh, they
zoom
got
out.
it wrong. Where's the? Oh.
Look at space, the final frontier.
It's so spacious.
So as I
Lots of
zoom
room for
in,
extra activities.
you notice that right there? You
The
see the
grayed
dark
out
spot?
area.
So we're
The
going to
dark
go in.
spots?
You see anything yet? I see some mountains. There's a station right here. You can only see a few stations, but I can zoom in.
I want to see a penguin.
I'm going to see.
There's
I
some
really
spots
like
there.
penguins. I got so excited when I saw them at the Atlanta Zoo.
Oh,
So
yeah?
I can zoom in and you can see these research stations. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that. I'm going to keep it right there. That's where my arrow is. You see where the gray is? Right here? Well, you can definitely see the mountains. You can see it a lot clearer right here until I start going up. Oh, look at that. It's all pixelated.
I wonder why.
They forgot to blow in
So-
the cartridge.
So if you look at it,
Blowing the
from
camera.
this point, everything that's in white is approved for people to go around and do whatever if they can pay to get out there. And then everything in the gray is off limits. All of it. You will get shot if you go anywhere in this gray area.
And who does that?
Every country that is out there.
Okay.
And
Every country
other
that is out there.
every business that has to do anything with research is probably out there, and they're
Right.
paying their own security to be out there, and their own security can do what the heck they want.
We didn't see a penguin.
Now we're going to
Kinda
scroll
sad.
up here. Here's my question.
Oh, where's the North
Where-
Pole?
Where's Santa at?
Wait a minute, where's the ice shield?
But you
Oh, you're being
notice,
serious.
look. See, it's pixelated.
That's Santa's security team.
No,
Right,
that's the Alps.
but if you go to old maps, you can see the North Pole, or you can see the Northern Hemisphere. Well, all we can see now is the Southern Hemisphere.
Mm.
So one of two things: they blurred it out, or it's gone,
It's probably the second one.
probably gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say I highly doubt that because you can see that Greenland is still covered in snow. This is covered. This is covered. The little penis over here is covered, or the shitty boot stocking thing.
Mhm.
All that's covered in ice. All of it. But this is just
It's
gone.
kind of disorienting, and everything looks upside down.
Not really.
There we go.
Oh, look, it's my brother.
Chad.
Chad. But yeah, I
Chad.
mean, you can see that
Hey, Chile.
you can see that South America is literally a stone's throw away from here. And you can get to this base here, or this base here, or this base here. And you can get all these right here.
Primavera.
These right here are all the ones that you can get to, and that you if you're part of it. But that's the funny part is you can't go anywhere in here where it's grayed out. So what are they charging for? They're charging for all these fucking research stations that are sitting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20 that you can see on just the tip of Antarctica. That doesn't include the one here. And then there was a couple of other areas that had bases, especially down over here. These have bases. Are gone too. And so you got all these. What was that? Oh, you got another one right here in the middle of the whole thing. So you have all these bases and stuff all on here. Why do you have that many bases on a chunk of ice? And you can't tell me because you're studying polar bears and penguins, because fuck you, I know you're not. Why do you have that many bases on an area? The reason why they have all this is because nobody's going out here. It's uninhabitable. You cannot live there. Period. The people that live there have the highest technology to keep them warm, keep them fed, all of it. But it's an unlivable area. Unless you're a penguin, an orca, a seal, or a polar bear. That's it.
That's where Coca-Cola hides their polar bears.
Oh, that's what the tariffs are for. They're for the Cokes.
That's what it is. It's this right here, the Coca-Cola Dome. But if
it
you
makes
look,
all sense now. Penguins run the company, and the polar bears are mascots.
You see this rolling around right here, all the way in a circle. This whole area is like
perfect circle.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking weird to me.
That bottom
and then
part looks like
right in the center of this whole thing, you have this one little white dot. That's all you got. Is this one little white dot in the center of all this gray.
They call that.
I mean, it makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. I'm tired of making people sick. Yeah,
so,
nukes. If you actually look at it, there's the reason why they have it grayed out and stuff like that, and the reason why there's so many bases there. And it's not a conspiracy theory; it's common fucking sense. They do a lot of research out there, and they probably deal with alien technology and everything like that out there. We've all been told aliens are real. Here they are. You see how people panicked and they ran away. They didn't give a shit. So when it comes down to it, if aliens landed tomorrow and introduced themselves to our species, the funny part about it is people would be sitting there going, "Hey man, I'm live here with the alien guy."
Yeah, pretty much.
And the aliens would look at us and go, "You're fucking morons."
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah, I remember he was asking me to borrow my car.
So, Roxy, I got a question for you. If an alien landed near your front door, would you freak out?
Mm-hmm. What kind of alien? There's a lot of them here.
Space.
Roxy! Roxy!
Dang,
Are you talking about my cousin Consuela?
Yeah, like I have my cousins.
Will you stop?
Space.
Okay. Oh my god, I gotta tell you a funny story, but I'll tell you that in a bit.
Oh no! Now.
Jeez.
You done fucked up, AA Ron.
Oh.
Well, hold on. Let me just answer his question real quick. It depends if I would freak out or not. Because if it's like looks like the cockroach from Men in Black, yes. But if it looks like some like freaking ET or Roger,
I was gonna say
from
little gray alien spacemen with the long proby fingers.
I think I'd probably be like pretty intrigued by that. But if it's a giant
Fuck the
cockroach,
boy
yeah.
toy. Come here, big guy. bring those 10-inch digits to me.
I'll take two to go.
So
I'll take 2 to
this
go.
just a warning, this thing that happened might be considered, I guess, a little racist, maybe.
I was gonna say sexist, racist, homophobic. What?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
So,
Here's my question. Here's my question.
Basically,
One question.
Mhm.
Was it in the news?
no.
Will it be in the news?
No.
Will it get
you
Pit Boss banned?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, go ahead.
What?
Hey,
Asshole.
hey, we're gonna start a tally mark of how many times we get you banned during the podcast.
Oh, dude. We're already at what? How many?
I think 5.
Nothing
think
will
so.
beat the racist comment I said to Jackal when he moved up here.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if I
gonna
mean,
have to
I'm pretty
text
sure
that to
Jackal
me.
could attest to this, but
Okay, go for it.
where I'm from, to go up north, you have to go past a checkpoint that the Border Patrol has. So my entire life, every time I've gone through that checkpoint, the same thing happens all the time. They stop you, they ask if you're a U.S. citizen, but they look into the car to see who's in the car, and they ask every single person, if you're a U.S. citizen. And if someone's asleep, they tell you to wake them up. It's been like that my entire life. A couple of times they checked our trunk and stuff like that. I had the boy toy driving this time. As soon as the car in front of us did the same thing. They asked them, they checked the car, they had them open their trunk. It was full of black people, So then boy toy goes up, who is extremely white. Even my mom said when she saw him, "You're whiter than I thought."
Wow, Mom.
Yeah. So he drives up, and Border Patrol is leaning against their pole. They don't look inside the car, and they only ask him, "You're a U.S. citizen?" He said, "Yep." "Okay, go on right." Didn't even look inside the car to see who was in there. They just let him pass through.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, Border Patrol. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You're in Texas, right?
I've got an ID before, too, on a bus. He said that when he went through a bus, he didn't get ID. But I've got an ID before at the checkpoint, too.
But you're in Texas, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why the hell is there a Border Patrol inside of the United States?
Yeah, there's a border checkpoint between the really south of Texas and the north of Texas. I don't know.
We're all
why it's
about
there, but
borders,
it
homie.
is.
That ain't a border. That's just a spot to put a bunch of anxious guys to look at cars and vehicles all day and Google at people.
Did you say Google at people
Well, yeah.
or ogle?
Well, either way, one of them's doing something weird in the bathroom later.
Yeah, no, I've got an ID. I've got in my car.
Google
check.
that.
It's just been my entire life. But one time, boy toy goes, they just pass him like nothing.
Wow.
They're not. They're it's fine. It's fine. It's no privilege there at all.
What's even funnier is that when he arrived at the airport, the first thing he sees coming down from the escalators is that there's a mariachi band playing in the floor. And I was like, welcome to Mexico.
Wow, Ro. Wow. Wow.
Really?
You know what? I'm gonna read this. I don't give a shit if I get banned. She said it's a longish story. We were in the U-Haul
Okay.
about 20 minutes from home. It's the 4th of July weekend, and all the RVs are headed towards Tahoe to Tahoe for fireworks. Jackal turned to me and asked where all these people were going. Without skipping a beat, I turned and said they heard a Mexican was moving in, so they packed up and they're leaving.
Wow.
That's some good shit, girl. That's some good shit. Hey, I'm gonna put it to you this way: the best jokes are done off the hip without even thinking about it,
He
and
laughed
and
so
it's
that
hard.
is beautiful.
And the worst
thought
part
he
is
was gonna pee his pants. He was laughing so hard.
the best part about it is it's somebody that he loved that said it.
Right.
Well, and I'm the type that I don't do the racist jokes thing. I really shun. I don't shun. I really discourage people from telling racist jokes around me. So I'm that person, and then for me to just turn and say that to him without even having cognitive function over the filter of my mouth.
Oh, well, let me tell you a joke, Fräulein. Two Jews walk into a bar.
No,
Because I swung it at them.
Oh my god.
Fucking jack.
Wow.
Racist ass.
So there was like another funny thing that happened while he was down here. Because I was like, basically he came down here to meet my family. Right?
Wait, down. Where was he down?
Here.
down
Where
there.
I'm at. Yeah.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
No.
So please tell us.
I bet you it
I
wasn't on her
introduced
mind.
him to my Thea and my Theo because it's my dad's sister, and since all my other aunts and uncles live elsewhere, they're never. That was the closest he's gonna get to meeting my dad, was to meet her.
Don't worry. I'll Google translate anything she says. Go ahead.
And so they were talking to him and they were telling him stories. As a matter of fact, I had to process some things because I found out things about my dad that I didn't know about.
Right.
Like that he used to smoke and drink, and I was like, my dad, what? Like I had no idea.
Now he's a devout Christian.
I really didn't. No, it's like he didn't want me to find out. He used to do all that. My mom told me. But anyway,
I'm not gonna tell you what a
So,
degenerate
yeah.
your father is.
He's
Yeah.
originally the Tapatio guy.
But yeah,
So you found out that your
Theo-
dad was actually like human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna put it to you this way.
See, my dad was okay. My dad was born sick. They didn't think he was gonna live to be past 5. He lived to be 33. So I didn't think he did that stuff because of his health. That's why.
Oh, well, no, I'm going to put it to you this way. I have never met, I'm sorry, I have. They're very few and far between. They're very rare, but I've never met a Hispanic person that did not at least drink or enjoy themselves in that way. So,
My grandpa
I mean, I
doesn't,
worked
but
with
that's
those
because
guys
he's
for.
allergic.
Oh, yeah, there you go. But wait, you're
Yeah.
what?
My grandpa, he's allergic to alcohol.
Oh, your grandpa. I thought you said your
Yeah.
husband. I was like, hold on.
Yeah. To a what?
No,
She has a husband?
never been married.
No, it's one of those things. I worked with a lot of Hispanic guys for 5 years, and unbelievable guys. They all work hard. They work hard and they party harder for sure. And every Friday after work, it was a very rare not to see them sitting on the side of the building with cases of beer, just drinking.
Yeah.
And they
that's true.
invited me several times, and several times I told them no. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And then one day I just had a really, really bad day. And my foreman had pissed me off to the point of wanting to quit. And I was walking by, and again, they offered me a beer, not thinking I would take it, and I took it. And they were surprised whenever I took the beer and downed it in less than 3 seconds. And they just looked at me like, what the shit? And I said, look, just because I said I didn't want to doesn't mean I can't. And after that, they were all trying to outchug me, and they lost.
Well, my favorite one is
But yeah,
I worked with a bunch of guys like that, and they literally, it was a family function. You know when you're in with a lot of them, when they offered you to go to the family function.
Hey, Omega.
Oh, and their mama finds out you're a big boy and you're not eating any of her food. That pisses her off so much it's not even funny.
I know.
Oh, she grabbed a plate, threw it in front of me, and it was stacked to the hilt. I'm like, oh my God.
My hand, Manny, his family pretty much owned the entire fucking neighborhood that he lived in, and they had a block party. We pulled up in the work truck with the trailer behind us in the middle of the fucking street. We pulled up, we parked, and we partied. And I mean, dude, they handed me a fucking plate, and this plate was about to just break and spill over. It had so much shit on it. And Manny looked at me and he said, "You see that lady over there?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "That's my auntie." Okay. He said, "If you don't eat her food, you see what's on her feet?" And I said, "You mean her sandals?" And he goes, her chanclas. He goes, "If you've never been hit by a chancla, you don't understand." So I get halfway through and I'm full, right? And the next thing I know, something's flying in the back onto the back of my head and smacks me in the back of the head because I'm about to throw this plate away. His aunt pulled her shoe off, fucking Crocodile Dundee boomerang that bitch at my head and hit me with the accuracy of a sharpshooter in the military. No bullshit. Right in the center of the back of my head. That motherfucker hit me. I was like, what the hell was that? I was ready to fight somebody. I turn around and see it's her, and she's got the other one off ready to hit me with it. And she looks at me and she said, "Are you going to throw away my food?" I said, "No, ma'am. I'm going to go eat it."
Yeah. They do. If they put food on your plate, they expect you to eat that, and you better be ready to eat it.
Right? You can't make your own plate.
That's why we're all fat.
No.
She said that's why we're all fat. Bullshit. That's why the motherfuckers are so goddamn sturdy, is because they eat well, they work hard, they have fun. I mean, the Hispanic culture is just something to me that is amazing. The food is unbelievably great, especially those birria tacos.
Oh, and the family, the family togetherness.
My bad.
Birria. The family togetherness could be really, really strong or really, really bad. It's not mediocre. It's not this much. There's no in between of that.
If you have an issue with your cousin, if you have an issue with your cousin, say two cousins are fighting, and you go to a family event, if you fight there, your ass is going to be in way more trouble with the aunts, the uncles, the moms, the dads, the grandpas, and the grandmas than you will anywhere else you go. You guys could leave, settle your differences, and come back, but you're going to come back as family. You're going to hug it out, or you're going to talk it out or something. But at the family function, we don't do that here. I saw that one time. Went to a function. Two cousins were pissed at each other. They start brawling in the middle of the family function.
Hey, Earl.
Knowing they're not supposed to. And all of the dads or the uncles or all the guys were trying to go over there to break him up. They got about 5 feet before all the women just zipped past them and just started beating the shit out of them with those fucking sandals.
Both of them.
And I mean, both of them. And so both those guys had to get up. They had to apologize to everybody at the party. They had to apologize to each other. And they were told, if you got differences, you can settle them outside of the family function. You do not settle that here. And you know that. That is a fucking rule. That is part of our culture. This is a family function. They are all about family. Like hardcore. Family and being Catholic. Like fucking God.
That was when one of my aunts asked he was like, "Are you Catholic?" They asked him that.
Oh yeah, no, the guys I worked with were hardcore religious Catholics.
They don't pull back either. If they ask, you better answer.
Right, but the reason why they're Catholics is because they can be religious as hell and still drink.
Well,
I'm not lying.
True.
Okay, let's talk about something else that the girls have brought up that they were talking about in the private chat. Because I guess they don't think I can read private chat.
We didn't want to interrupt.
So Pit Boss is really, really short. Why does he have to be that way? Why can't this Oompa Loompa grow? It's wrong chat. Wrong chat. My bad. So
wait a minute. What chat is that?
Don't ask. That's the private server.
The private. Oh.
So we were talking about the direwolf thing in private chat.
Mm-hmm.
From you can read. Fuck you, Jackal. So basically, the direwolf thing was they took DNA from gray wolves and they altered the DNA with direwolf DNA as much as possible. So the closest relative to the direwolf is the gray wolf. And apparently they have made direwolves. We won't know until they grow up and they become these gigantic, Lord of the Rings dogs.
They're
or
super
whatever.
cute, though.
Oh yeah. So
Do we have a
direwolves
photo
are
of
a
this?
thing again, and they're actually it
They have
actually works.
pictures of the
and they can-
puppies.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Do we? Oh, I haven't seen them yet.
No, they just
Hold
look
on,
like
she can't open her browser, so I'm going to do it.
Okay. See, I'm used to
Yeah.
Why-
I'm used to my
why
I'm used
not?
to my dogs.
Why can't
I'm
you
used
open
to-
your brassiere?
Oh,
mean, your
well,
browser.
geez.
Oh, because then
God.
everything will lag. You can't see all that. It'll blind you.
Everything will sag. I mean, what?
Wow.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
guys.
Oh, that
I just,
you know what,
do you
You know
boobs
what?
hang
I'm
low?
doing
Do
this
you
for
trip
you,
on the
Roxy.
floor?
Roxy, I'm doing this for you.
Shut up, Meg.
Yay!
To who?
To you.
Oh, okay.
Me!
No, not.
Oh
to-
my
not-
god.
Oh, there they are. So they look like they
Aren't they
basically look like
adorable?
white wolves, and their size is supposed to be very, very big. Like,
You can ride
let's see.
I mean, I had a giant Alaskan Malamute, and they're huge. So the direwolf's bigger than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could ride them.
Have you not
Whoa.
watched Game of Thrones?
Okay, that's in a movie.
That's,
But that's
their
how
size.
big they get.
That's a movie. I mean,
No, it's a show
there's
actually, but that's how big
Okay.
they get.
That's how big. Well, that's. Oh my god.
When they
Who's
measure
gonna
the
clean up
skulls
the poo?
of dire
Next, they're
wolves,
gonna bring
that's
the
how
back the
big they are.
megalodon.
No, can we not? We all saw that movie. It didn't end well.
All right, it'd be kind of funny having a dog like that.
direwolves. Okay, so direwolves really don't get huge.
They're big puppies.
They just they don't get huge. The comparison between a direwolf and they say that the husky is 2'1", length is 4 feet. The gray wolf is 2.5 feet tall, length of 6 foot. The direwolf is 3.5 feet tall, length of 7 foot.
That's where.
So
okay,
sorry,
the
you
length
can't
is
ride
7 foot.
them unless you're a little
Mhm.
person. But they
Roxy?
do get big. Now,
Hmm.
consider.
Claudia, you haven't seen
Oh.
Jurassic Park?
I haven't seen what?
She's all, bro, I haven't seen that movie. You haven't seen Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
Yes.
This is more Game of Thrones than anything.
No,
No,
but
because he was
the
talking about
scientific-
like
The scientific
Making
side
them.
of it.
Well, they just spliced DNA is all they did.
That's what they did.
isn't that what they did in Jurassic Park?
Oh my god, were they telling the future of things?
It was like the Simpsons.
Always.
Because you know what else they're trying to bring back? The woolly mammoth.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where the
it-
fuck are you going to put those?
Okay, hold on a second. The woolly mammoth. Is
Antarctica.
there a
Antarctica.
song?
With the penguins.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
have, yeah, let's
There
put woolly
you go.
mammoths in Antarctica with no food.
No,
we'll
we'll
give
give 'em a
Did
song.
you hear the woolly mammoths back? Yeah. Did you hear it's extinct? Fuck.
Yeah, we got a song. We got a song for that woolly mammoth when it gets here. Woolly bully, woolly bully. No,
Oh
anyway.
Lord.
That's
I
gonna be
think that's
bullying the
where the song
penguins.
Manny, Manny.
There's your size
Oh.
comparison right here.
That's still a big puppy.
Wow.
You also got to
You
consider
could-
that Irish
that's
wolfhounds. You also got to consider Irish wolfhounds are the same size. There's a lot of different canine species that are huge.
Is that smaller or bigger than a Great Dane?
I think they're about the
Ah.
same.
Wolf versus
wait,
human
we
versus
can't
Great Dane
have a
versus
dire wolf
coyote
as a
versus
puppy?
dire wolf. So the dire wolf is actually bigger
Oh,
than
it's
a
bigger
Great
than
Dane.
a Great Dane.
Yeah, so you have
Oh.
wolf.
Bigger than a Great Dane. Holy cow.
You got wolf versus human. So I guess this would be the coyote, the wolf, the Great Dane, the dire wolf, and the human. So dire wolves are big. They are big, but they're no bigger than a lot of the species that are out there that are huge.
Look, I'm 5 foot. That's a pony.
The husky down there at the
Right?
bottom. The husky one down at the bottom there, that looks like bear.
Oh, that's
That looks
bullshit.
Photoshop.
It is. The husky one. What are you talking about? This one?
The actual picture. Yeah.
The fact
Over.
that I actually looked to see if he had it open, that's funny.
So this is a gray wolf. This is a dire wolf. There's not a huge difference in them. They're just bigger wolves, is all they are. Bringing those back and put them in modern times, I don't know how well that's going to go. But when it comes down to it and it's all said and done, I think in 30 years we're either going to see a plethora of dire wolves, or we're going to be talking about, oh, did you know the dire wolf went extinct again?
They should bring back the dodo.
That's what they're
dodo.
talking
wanna
about,
see
the
it.
dodo.
I want to see it run around and fall into like volcanoes and stuff.
Well, if they become prominent and they can actually procreate
Biggie.
on their own, dire wolves will be probably the people who try to buy them and make them household pets.
I would.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, when it comes down to it, you ain't got the size of house, neither do I, neither does anybody else. You got to have like a fucking ranch for those things.
I just asked the wife.
What about
can we
20
have a
acres of
dire wolf?
land?
And she said no.
In a mule?
And yeah, the wife said no on the dire wolf.
Darn it. I'm getting
Why? Why you did Pit Boss could ride it to work?
I could ride it to work, honey. It'd be gas prices going down.
Yeah, save money.
If she rolls her eyes any harder, they're gonna get stuck.
Probably.
She's already got him stuck in the back of his background right now.
Love you, dear.
Her eyes have rolled so hard, her head's turned white. Her head's gone. Just
Love you, honey. I hear it.
Very angry.
Angry child.
blood right now.
Yeah, she went to sleep in the front. She woke up and woke up.
Look at
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
I ate a cookie.
What?
I want a cookie.
Oh, what kind of cookie? Is it a specialty cookie?
No, it's not a special
Oh,
cookie.
I had a specialty cookie earlier. It was a strawberry cheesecake cookie.
Not that kind of cookie, honey.
All right, I got to see this.
What other kind of cookies are there?
The ones that have
What,
hippie
see what?
calories in
Computers
them.
when you go on websites?
Not that one. Nope. They have the hippie calories in them.
Oh my God.
What's it
Um,
The Lord's lettuce.
Look, devil's.
I don't like the Lord's lettuce. I like Titanic lettuce.
That's fair.
What's Titanic
Oh,
lettuce?
Jesus.
It's
Oh, God.
iceberg lettuce.
Iceberg.
Titanic lettuce.
Oh,
It just sinks right down
Cool.
into you.
Oh gosh.
It's not that big of a wreck.
I feel stupid when I'm with you guys.
Yeah. Did you guys know they have
Wait a
new
minute, you're the
pictures now of the
news.
Titanic?
Hold on, how do you feel stupid compared to us? You're the news girl.
I mean, you got more.
Because like I don't know these little things, and I don't know social media stuff.
Hold on, I'm
Oh.
texting you, honey.
Do you
No,
know
I
they
kinda
finally
figured
got
it out
better
already.
pictures of the
Oh,
Titanic?
okay, good.
She just sent her a text. You're so special. I love you.
So they got better pictures of the Titanic.
Oh, I did see
Um,
that. I want to see the new
Yeah, they got-
documentary.
They got 3D pictures of the
I wanna go to
Titanic,
the
so I guess they did a 3D rendering of it, is what they
Mhm,
said.
mhm.
Like did X-rays and did a 3D rendering of a steel ship, which is kind of like, wait, what? You make me wear a steel vest to prevent radiation from hitting
I
me,
don't know.
but you're gonna X-ray a giant boat that's made of
Is it
steel?
because it's already eroded?
Well,
I highly doubt it. Now the composition of the boat, because of it, it's probably gotten so thin that they could. But you know what?
Did they ever finish building the Titanic too?
No, it was the project just sank.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering.
So cute when she's
today.
confused.
I was always wondering how come they have such high definition picture of the Titanic. It makes you wonder. Were they going to go try to get high definition pictures of that rich guy's little sub that kind of imploded?
Freaking young.
I don't think there's anything left.
Could be. Yahtzee, what is up?
I mean, they pulled out all the remains of the boat and the humans from the water.
I don't know.
I did the
don't
story
think
on
so.
that.
Really? You did the story on that?
They're pulling out the remains. I got some unedited stuff that I was like, ew.
The Titanic is primarily constructed of steel. The ship's hull was built using thousands of 1-inch thick, mild steel plates. The rivets that held them together were made of steel and wrought iron, according to ScienceDirect.com.
Oh.
So that begs the question: can you X-ray through?
While he's looking that up, guys,
Steel.
Claude reminded me. I went to Red Lobster. For
X-rays
the
can
first
penetrate
time.
steel.
You went to Red Lobster and what?
I went to Red Lobster for the first time, and I kind of had like the host guy that stands in the front. He kind of laughed at me with something I said.
Oh gosh.
Because it's like we were leaving and they were showing me like the live lobsters, right, that you could choose from.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, you just pick any lobster you want from there. And I'm looking at the lobsters
boil it to death.
and I'm all like, well, how can you pick them? They all look the same.
I'm just saying, when you go to Red Lobster and you look in that tank and you pick the lobster you want to eat, just understand that lobster is alive, and then they are going to boil it to death.
Moving.
Yeah, they're going to boil it to death, and that's on your conscience. And I just want you to, whenever you go to bed at night and you go to Red Lobster and you order that, I want you to go to bed at night, and I want you to just think of a lobster being thrown into a boiling pot of water and tiny little screams coming out of it.
Oh my
When you burn
god.
a tarantula.
Okay, then all of a sudden
My
she's gonna have a
PS5
dream.
Burning tarantula. My Theo
She's
Gilbert
gonna
was
have a
burning
dream of
tarantulas
this.
in the front yard and they were screaming.
I'm
She's
sorry,
gonna
what'd
dream
you
of
just
that
fucking
shrimp
say?
scam-
Hold on, shut
Oh,
up.
Oh,
What?
what? Oh, what?
Here we go.
What did you
I said
just
my Theo
fucking say?
Gilbert was burning tarantulas in the front yard and they were screaming.
Who?
Like, well, he's already dead. My Theo Gilbert.
Which way did he go so I can meet him there?
Oh.
Mhm.
Roxy, you do know Bones is the tarantula kind of guy.
Oh yeah. There was like a whole
I had
ton of them
20
out of
had
that
pets.
house.
I had 25 and I had 25 in my house at one point.
Wow. That's about how much they had in that yard.
And was this in Texas?
Yeah. I mean,
So they
there's
were
times where I'm
harmless?
walking down the street and I've seen a tarantula just there chilling, and then he'll bring his legs up and look at me, and I'm like, "Sup?" and I just walk by.
You know why? Because
I'm big and I scared him.
he can't see you at all. They're blind. Everything they do is by vibrations, air current movement, and touch. So when you walk compared to when he walks, you're causing a fucking earthquake to him. Any human
I believe
being
that.
from toddler up is causing an earthquake to him. So he's gonna rear up thinking that something big's coming to get him, and he's gonna bite. If you see a tarantula like this, you're fine. If you see them like this, they're dead. If you see them like this, don't go near it, because it wants to take its little fangs and go and it's what's called tagging. They're not like super venomous or anything. It'll cause muscle cramps and weakness wherever they bite. But the thing is, when they're like this and they're reared up like that, they're trying to be bigger than what they are. Number one. Number two, they're saying, you come near me, these two fangs that I'm showing you right now are going to go into you and come right back out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my warning to you. And if you come at me again, I'm going to sink him in and I'm going to hold on to your motherfucking ass till you stop moving.
Yeah, I know that they do that.
Yeah. So
They do that in
anytime
Animal
you-
Crossing also.
Anytime
Oh,
you see it
Jesus.
rear up, if you really want to see what it can do, just take a long stick and just kind of guide it towards it a little bit. It'll go.
I did that to
Kinda cool to watch.
rattlesnakes.
Really?
I like
Yeah,
that.
I was 13 though.
I believe that.
Dude, Roxy's like the Americanized version of the Australian back guy, Steve Irwin. Hey, look, we got something venomous over here. I'm going to
Yahtzee.
take a stick and poke it.
Yahtzee,
They
to
had a
answer
stick
your
had a balloon
question.
at the end.
Oh,
I wanted
God.
to pop the balloon.
But Yahtzee, to answer your question, it can swell up for two reasons. Number one, it's a puncture wound. So it's
I wish I was
naturally going to
lying.
swell. Number two, if you are allergic to their to their venom, then yes, it'll swell up. It's like if you're allergic to bees or anything else, it's the same concept. You're going to swell up. So if you don't know, you don't know. But I have never been tagged by one or bitten by one at all. I've been really, really, really close. Like really fucking close, but never been bit by one.
Challenge accepted, manhood. Oh,
Yeah, let it bite your manhood. Watch how fast you fucking crumble.
Well, that's a different kind of swelling. Anyway.
As far as x-rays go, I asked
Wow.
if x-rays can penetrate steel. This was the answer.
Mhm.
Yes, x-rays can penetrate steel, but the extent of penetration depends on the thickness of the steel and the energy of the x-ray beam. So the thickness of the steel that we found out of the Titanic was 1 inch thick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is about like that. It's about 1 inch. Okay.
Mhm.
Isn't that right, Pit Boss? Oh, okay. So
Hold on
He-
a second.
Are we still talking about penetration?
Mrs. Pit Boss, are you watching? Is that about right?
Kinda. Just the wrong kind.
So higher energy X-rays, like those used in industrial radiology, can penetrate
Really?
thicker steel than lower energy X-rays, such as those used in medical applications. So we use a very low dose of X-ray for medical applications. So you can imagine the amount of power they were pushing for the X-rays on the Titanic.
Got you.
Mm.
Oh, I'm out of soda. Rude.
The Titanic is so interesting.
It really is. We need to go to that one in Pigeon Forge.
Yes. And we need to go to the crime museum too.
Yes. Anybody down for a group trip to Tennessee? No?
Yeah, as long as we can go see
Yeah,
my friend Danny.
sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
As
So-
long as we can do it.
Go see my friend Danny. Best steaks in the U.S. I'll put it that way. Best prime ribs I've ever had in my life.
Well, we're definitely going.
I heard the name and all I thought was toy.
Me too.
So this is the Titanic as it sits.
Oh, it still looks pretty good for its age.
Yeah. I hope I look that good.
I mean, it's sagging. It's starting to the seawater is starting to erode away the metal and everything, so you can see the big cracks in the hulls and everything like that. And of course, that was from it falling and all that jazz.
Where's the other
But-
half? Is it still around too?
Wow, that sub didn't. They must have perfected that. What? So I did Titanic X-rays, and it really didn't bring up anything. These are just digital images that people made, but they haven't released that yet. I want to see what it's like. Company to
I don't know,
launch
Chance.
diving tours of Titanic. Are you really after what happened?
I think
Yeah,
that was
like
the
I
plan,
said.
and that's. But I was asking where the other half of the Titanic was, because that's just the front part.
The front half. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to the back half?
The back half is,
Well-
I think they said a mile away.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
I could be wrong on the distance, though.
I know
Well,
it's away. I just
currents.
didn't know how far.
I think the currents are the way the back half is opened is the way it is. It's catching the currents, and the currents are pushing it away from the front half.
That makes sense. Are there still skeletons in there?
Probably.
I doubt it.
Well-
They probably got eaten by little tiny microorganisms.
Yeah, I was like, when it's like how like they.
Calcium?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bones there should be bones still there. I mean bones.
What
is
the
still
heck?
Here. He's right there.
Hold on. I need to read it. My friend sent me a message, and I thought I need to read that again because it just went by real fast. I thought it said, "Do you want to go sledding?"
I mean, sure.
Okay, you said
slooting.
What the heck is slooting?
Sledding?
I don't know. That's what I'm gonna ask. What's slooting?
Okay, it better not be the other
Do you
word
want to
that
go
I'm thinking
slutting around?
of.
So the basic best way that I can put it, this would be what happened to the Titanic when it was going in the water, it broke, and then when it sunk, it spread apart. So this is the
Yes.
infamous front half right here that everybody looks at. You can see how decayed and destroyed the back half is.
Yeah, that was my question. Like, how was the back half doing?
It's pretty bad. Best to show.
Oh yeah, that looks really bad.
I mean,
That looks like the
probably the best to show right now. This might be more yeah, that's more accurate right there. That's the back half.
Didn't do enough squats.
The back end's a little saggy.
Well, here's the thing. When it comes down to it, the front half had more, I guess, to offer or something. I have no idea. Like the front half you can see right here, and the back half you can see right here. So the front half, I guess, was had more of the fucking like bullshit that people lived in and everything like that. I don't think the back half did. But yeah, it's.
Oh, she meant sleuthing.
Nope, you're gonna go sledding.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go sledding around, girl. Let's do this.
I
See, every time-
I really like history. Like I have a passion for that.
I love history too. So basically, when it sank like this. One half went down, the other half went down. You can see the whole thing from a distance, but when it comes down to it and it's all said and done, it did spread out. The back half took way more damage than the front did. And now, as you can see from when it sank to when it is now, it has decayed a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot.
Oh, they're 2,000 feet apart. Is that right?
That's what it says. They're 2,000 feet apart. So there's a lot of different things on it, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm interested to see the X-rays that they took. I'm interested to
Me
see
too.
exactly what they got from it. The problem that you have, you can remake the Titanic through the blueprints that were available. Honestly, and you can know or how like they could make a complete copy and replica of the Titanic and not ever let it sail out, make it like a hotel that just sits in dock. I think that would be cool. Like I would love to see that in Vegas.
The museum that we were talking about that's over there in Tennessee, the building is kind of like a replica of the Titanic, like a part of the building when you go in, and it's really cool. Like they even give you like your tickets. You are passengers of the Titanic, and by the end of the museum thing, there's a there's a thing to see if you survived or not.
It's a little morbid, but
How would
it's super fun.
how would you do that? Like seriously? Okay, this is the door that Rose and Jack float on that she let him die.
Dude, I want to know about that movie. That kind of makes me just
There was
ask a
room on the
question.
door.
Yeah. Why
There
didn't
was
they
room-
share?
Because she didn't want to get caught in the affair. I have no idea.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
Jackal
always
and
thought
did
it
a
was
version
because
of
they
that.
were. I always thought it was because they were both trying to get on from the same side, so the weight was flipping it, so they both couldn't get on. But they could have done the smart thing and tried to get on from two different sides. But I think the adrenaline was kicking too much.
They could have done the smart thing, let Jack on first, and then he could have hoisted her ass up. That's
mean,
what
they're
they
not
could
wrong.
have done.
Sit down.
But she was like, "No, just no, it's okay. You're fine. Go away.
I'll never let go, Jack.
I'll
They
never
just
let
let
go."
go.
Then Jack's just bloop,
Come
bloop,
back.
bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, come back. Come
Let
back.
let me on the door. No, we need to distract the sharks. Go down.
Yeah.
Shark bait. Ooh, ah.
Ooh, speaking of history, like I said earlier today before we
Jesus,
started,
Jackal.
Wow. That's
I
a way
went
to quit it.
the Alamo.
Yes, you went to the Alamo.
And-
Tell us about that.
So right now they're doing
It's standing.
recreation structures. Oh my God, English recreation.
Recreational?
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not that. Is it? Well, they're digging up the fort from back in the bottom, and they're gonna redo it.
Oh, they're excavating and they're going to refurbish the back area.
Yeah, they're gonna bring it up back to the fort. So
Recreate.
recreate. Yes.
Okay.
So
That
what
I can
I've been to the Alamo so many times in my life, and I was kind of lost when we were going there because all the streets are gone. They've already paved over all the streets and stuff like that, and the buildings across the street are being torn down. They bought the buildings from companies and they're tearing them down because the Alamo is underneath all of that.
Goddamn right.
I did not know this, but it's always been free to go in, and now they're charging for to go in.
Well, they got to pay for the
And-
renovations somehow.
Yeah, renovations. That was the word I was looking for.
Was it
yeah,
the
that
you
was
were
the one I was
for?
looking for. Yes, thank you. Reconstruction's another one. Yeah, English is hard. Okay. Anyways,
So is Spanish. I cried.
Hey.
I'm not a smart man. I'm a moron.
Okay.
But yeah, so
you know two
luckily-
languages. I know one in parts of others.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I do know another language that everybody should understand.
Church is free. All right, continue.
Nobody speaks Oompa Loompa anymore. It's a dead language, man.
Back to your story, Rox.
Uh-huh. Give me a chocolate. I'll teach you another language. Anyway.
I'm sorry. I was
Bow
laughing at
chicka
the-
wow wow.
Oh
So-
my god.
So hold on,
Yeah.
Roxy. They're renovating that whole thing, and the businesses they bought around it. The Alamo actually goes underneath all that.
No, they're tearing down the buildings because the ruins of the Alamo were underneath all the buildings that were there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what. Yeah. So the ruins
Yeah.
of the Alamo are underneath all these buildings.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? Like
Wow.
square footage? Do you know?
Oh, I don't remember off the top
Are
of my
there-
head, but it's pretty big.
Are they
But I don't-
doing just the actual small building, that's the main building that was in the middle of the fort, or are they doing the whole fort?
I think they're trying to do the whole fort, but as of right now, they've only started
that's
tearing down
huge.
the buildings. They're tearing down the buildings that were directly across the street. There's no street anymore. They paved all of that in already.
Okay, so that means they're doing the whole fort of the Alamo,
Hmm.
the Fort Alamo, not the little considered church building.
Yeah, the church is
Um,
the church is still there. That place is free to go into. But if you want to see
Mhm.
the exhibits and all that other stuff, that's when they start charging. But the church is
Yeah,
still
they're-
free.
They're trying to build the whole fort itself.
Yes, they're trying to fill the fort.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if they're because like I've heard two different things. I don't know if they're gonna reconstruct it or if they're gonna do like I think they said that they wanted to do kind of like plastic, like glass over the ruins or something like that. So there was two things that I've heard. I don't know which one it is, but I saw that they were already tearing down buildings.
Well, I believe the fort itself, the exterior wall was a wood and a plaster style rock.
Isn't the Alamo like in the middle of the city or something?
Yes, it's in downtown.
Okay, so let me pull this up.
I want to go.
It's great.
So this right here, that's the Alamo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you said they bought, so they're buying
Okay.
all this stuff around it.
So let me see. Where's the hotel? Let me see. Okay. Right here. I wish I could do that. You see where it's the purple? Oh my
This
god!
one?
Hold on. No, the other
The
one.
family
in front of
center.
it.
This one right here.
Yeah. All those buildings right there that are right there. Those are gone, and that street right
These are-
there is gone too. Yeah.
This all right here and this.
Yeah. Well,
All that's
I
gone?
don't. Well, they're being in the process of being torn down.
Oh, okay. So they're going to tear those down and they're actually going to dig up the ruins and then renovate all that stuff and then make it to
Mhm.
where. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Because like right here,
So
you
it'd
see
be
the green patch.
fort.
You see the green patch.
Come
right
on
there,
down
grass?
to Alamo Land. It's like Disney, except we get to learn about how people died.
Yeah, the green patch of grass right there. That's actually the front of the church.
Right. Oh,
Well,
this
you-
little patch
yeah.
right here.
That's the church right there. What you were pointing at earlier is the gift shop.
The little crossy building.
This is the church, of course.
Mhm.
It's fucking really. That's the church. That
Yeah.
no.
If you look in the front,
Well,
Yeah, no,
you can see
there's
see?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the original Alamo that everybody sees when you talk about the Alamo. They show that picture.
Yeah, and the streets already gone. Like those streets that there, and they have but that's the church right there. That's still free. But those buildings across are in the process of being torn down. They weren't completely gone when I was there.
Do you know there's
so my
a
question
famous
is, what
rock
is this,
star
what
that's
is
not
this
allowed
building right here?
Yeah, he was banished from Texas for a while.
What is
because of
that building?
Ozzy Pete.
Uh,
That's a gift shop.
there? It's another part of the Alamo.
This big ass building's a
Nothing
gift
actual.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it before it was a gift shop?
I don't remember.
Probably the armory.
Probably, because the barracks are
Jesus.
in that area. So
Well,
Yeah, but,
you see where
opposite.
I see where all the trees are, and then you see in front of the trees how there's like a stone. Those are the barracks in there.
Oh, okay. Oh, right here.
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne
No,
is
the other
actually
closer
permanently
to-
banned from being there.
Yeah, he is because he peed on the Alamo when he was drunk. A little bit
He,
more
yeah,
forward.
Ozzy Osbourne, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Sharon, where's my burrito? Had to go take a whiz and beat on the the Alamo, then permanently banned.
Mm-hmm.
What in
Thank
the
you,
world is
Claudia.
that?
No, those are cannons
Is that the
right there.
pergola
that
of the Alamo?
Yeah, those are replica cannons, and that's that
Oh.
long thing is a memorial to what's his name, Bowie.
Davy Crockett?
Bowie?
No, not David Crockett. David Crockett has a statue right in front of the church.
Jim
really?
Bowie.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, it's where they both met up
I don't
over at the
see-
Alamo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they met up. The statue's not there right now. I guess this is old, but it should be right there in front of the church.
I guess it's probably one of these little 3 deals right here.
Yeah. Well, no, it's okay. The mouse. Okay, it's really hard to do this when I don't have the mouse. It's closer to under the tree to the right. Around right there. It's around
over
right
here?
there. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. It's right there. It's a little deal right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, that's the Alamo in the middle of this big ass right here. This big ass looking jetty.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. This is why I don't want to live in Texas. There's too many damn people. See right here, this would be fine. You know, the place is blurred out. You can't go. Oh well.
But yeah, so I just thought that was interesting because I knew that they were planning on doing that. I just didn't know that they were starting. So I was so lost when we were there because since everything changed, and I'm like, wait, I know it's around here somewhere. Where are we? So
wow.
And I wasn't prepared for to be charged for the exhibits because we've never been charged before. And it's like I told Boytoy, I was like, look, it's a little disappointing because we didn't, come prepared to like spend that extra money. But at the same time, I kind of understand because they need the money because it's, the city's not going to have enough money to pay for all this.
Oh, there it is.
Robot's dead.
I had to go tinkle.
¿Es tu casa?
Is that your red truck?
No, this was that was Bob's, the previous owner.
Was Bob's.
So this is where I'm at, and it's way greener than what it was. This has got to be one hell of an old picture. Let me see.
Are you doxing yourself?
I don't give a shit. You know what?
Yeah.
There's a sign on the front of my door, or on the front of my house, that says "We don't dial 911 with 6 guns on it." Please test that theory. So,
I am never coming.
yeah,
to your
no,
house.
No.
this long drive right here is for
Mhm.
the city to be able to get to the wastewater deal that's right here. But we get to use this long drive as our driveway. Otherwise, you have to use these little bitty driveways. Our neighbor that is over here, this lovely motherfucker right here, loves to use this and this as a driveway as well as ours. And then he adds on to that, like, there's 50 fucking cars sitting in this cul-de-sac. I swear to God, every time.
Is he Mexican?
But yeah. Listen, I'm not that kind of person, okay? Yes. So yeah, this is where I'm at right here. So we got this lake sitting right next to us. This is the drinking water, bathing water, all the water for the whole area. Yeah. Downtown Oklahoma City. I'll show you guys this real quick. Let's go 3D. You can see this tower right here. That's the Devon Tower. That's the new one that they put in not too long ago. It's the tallest tower out here, right? Where I used to work.
Is that the one that
was
you
right
were in
here.
front of on your birthday?
Probably. But this was the tower I worked at one point. Yeah.
Very tall.
Yeah, it was 32 stories. So here's the fun part. Little history lesson for you guys. See this building here and this building here.
Mm-hmm.
They're the actual same height. In the 30s, the gentlemen that were building these two buildings had a competition. The competition was to see who could get it done faster and taller. So they got to a point, and this is the funny part, because you can see these equal out. They got to a point where this whole thing was done, and then on this one they added this needle to make theirs taller.
Wow, that's a
So they
cheap
could win that
maneuver.
bet. Now,
So it is a dick measuring contest.
both these buildings,
Yeah.
pretty much. Both these buildings are actually made from aluminum. They're not made from steel. They all have pressed aluminum beams in them to where they can move and sway with high winds and like tornadoes and shit and earthquakes. But that was the funny part. Now, if you take a quick look, this whole area up here used to be offices and stuff like that for the bigwigs. They turned that into an apartment. That whole entire floor is an apartment now.
That's a
That's
big
a
apartment.
So this is an apartment
Wow.
complex / hotel. Yeah. So one
Isaac.
side of this place is apartments. The other side is a hotel.
Wow.
So you can imagine how fun this is. And this apartment up top here, originally when they started, it cost $20,000 a month.
Wow.
They realized they could never rent it out, so they dropped
Okay.
it down to $13,000 a month over time. I'm pretty sure they still haven't rented it out. They use it for like events and venues and stuff. But I told them, I was like, listen, we're completely missing the mark here. Because like if you go right here, this is an actual pool area right there.
Uh-huh.
And these are apartments and stuff that are part of it. And this is the other side that's like a dog park and stuff like that on the other side. So you got a pool over here, dog park over here, this whole big building. You got a bunch of stuff in here. And I was like, dude, we're missing this completely, because this right here, this part of the building, because this is like one big thing, right? And this is a whole different setup. Or no, that's our parking garage. So this is where the parking garage is. It goes all the way up. It's like 14 stories. This right here was one huge boiler room at one point. So they took the boilers out and they never reused the fucking room. It's literally just a blank room. I was like, dude, we could, because there's access to it from the parking garage. You come out, let's see, there's a, oh God, what happened? Okay, that, I guess I got into a
Top view.
little deal there. Where'd it go?
You were in a no-fly zone.
Okay, there it is. So apparently, so this is the door you can come out of, right? Wait, where am I at? Oh my God. Oh, there it is. Okay,
It's
so
like when the leaf falls in front of an ant.
this door right here,
I'm lost.
right? So this door you can come out of, and you have full access to the rooftop, right? I told them, I was like, why don't we just, because this is like the main hub for the AT&T in the area and all that kind of stuff. They use it to push their stuff. But why don't we open this up, let them come through here, go over here in this area,
And jump.
and whenever they do,
Boing.
whenever they
bad.
do, they can go into this door, and this could be a whole bar or club.
Oh, and
That
then
could
they'll
be like
jump
a whole
if it's a
bar or club or anything like that. I said all we'd have to do is just no.
Big
Then you
guardrails.
you make an enclosed walkway over to this. Yeah, you just make an enclosed walkway over this, where they can't get out of that walkway. They have to walk the
Yeah.
walkway to get out.
Yeah, because you don't want drunk
I
people
thought,
on
dude, that would be so cool. Or you could sit there, and literally from a certain point, like this is a whole alleyway. If I go down back to 3D, this is a whole alleyway right here that goes out to the street. They could come through this alleyway, go up the elevator. You could make it like one of those glass elevators, something, go up and straight into it, and then back out and down. But this is a
Mhm.
complete unused space, and it's huge. Acoustically, this room is just perfect for music and everything else. It's absolutely fabulous. And they refuse to use it because they don't want to have to sit there and spend the $2-3 million it's going to take to make all this shit. But anyway, that's Google Maps.
That's
saw
a
the Alamo,
recording
we saw my
studio.
house, we saw
Google
everything.
Maps.
Right.
That's a recording studio right there.
That's a huge apartment, yeah. From
2014,
2014, yeah. I
Google
wasn't over
Maps,
here in
Google
2014.
Maps.
But yeah,
Wow.
no, yeah, they haven't updated Google Earth since 2014 because they know if
That's
they
why the
do that
streets
we're gonna.
go there.
Well, that's the thing. That's whenever it comes down to it. If they don't update it through 24, if they haven't updated since 2014, it means they're hiding shit. Because you see those Google cars going everywhere, doing all that shit. You don't see
I've never
the satellite
seen one.
views that have been
I have.
updated yet. Today's Google
I've
Maps
seen-
lesson brought to you by Bones. Yes.
Yeah, I've seen seen people that have actually driven those cars and have actually
Really?
talked to them. Oh yeah, they will go. They
Ooh.
have recording it. hard drives and stuff like that inside the vehicles,
Mhm.
and they will drive around a specific area that Google needs updating. So they'll drive around that thing for days, down different
Yeah.
roads, new roads, and everything else, just to get everything, done up. I saw them after I got just in my new place, my new home, where I'm at now. I just saw that thing drive by like twice.
Wow. I've never seen one of those. I've seen the Wienermobile though.
That's a good one. The second time I knew the Google vehicle was going by, I still wanted to dress up like some kind of dinosaur with a tutu running around in my yard.
I thought you said you mooned it.
No. But I know somebody that got caught first time ever having a smoke. Oh yeah. I was actually checking it out, and he messaged me. He said, "Hey, go look at this. Go on Google and look at this, and then zoom in on the street, and you tell me what you see." And I'm like, "Hey, is that you trying the devil's lettuce?" He's like, "How'd you guess that was devil's?" I go, "Cause the way you look like you were freaking out that you just got caught." You can't deny it, dude. You've done it. But he got caught on Google's imaging.
That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
I'm a good girl.
People have actually started a website where they'll actually snitch on where this Google vehicle is, and people will set up funny different things.
Oh, I mean that.
Yeah. If you ever search it up, go look for what Google caught on Google Streets. You will be like, oh my freaking God. They've actually caught a robbery in progress.
Welcome back.
Google was a part I didn't want to trust.
That's a smart move.
Glad it didn't.
No boy.
I heard it. I actually heard a song about that.
Hey, I got a question for you guys.
Oh yeah, what's up?
So after this, what you guys doing?
Not much.
Eating.
Anybody?
I can smell my roommate cooking.
Yes.
Sí, por favor.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Taco Bell. What'd you say?
Oh, Jesus.
Damn it! Now I want Taco Bell.
Here's the bad part. I just had it.
I had Taco Bell today.
I made tacos.
I had taco truck.
I want tacos.
I made tacos.
She looks so cute when she says that too. I want tacos.
No, here's the thing. Between Taco Bell and a taco truck, what's better?
Taco
Taco
truck.
I'm saying,
If you
That's
say
what I thought.
Taco Bell is better than a taco truck, you are an uncultured swine. Period.
I
Dude,
mean,
Say it
I
louder
don't
for
give.
those
I don't
that
give a
ask.
shit. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Taco truck is Hispanic food. Taco Bell is Tex-Mex.
that's true.
Plain and simple.
Mhm,
I would rather.
mhm,
I
mhm.
would rather go to one of my Hispanic friends' houses.
Well, I think it's more
eat.
American than
You know, that's what
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex is.
Yeah, that's pretty
Well,
much
Yeah, that's pretty much what Tex-Mex is basically the American
Americanized.
version of Mexican food.
Is that what
Yeah.
I made?
Oh, dude, most of the Mexican restaurants you go to, literally that's Tex-Mex shit. That ain't real fucking like.
I know.
Go to
What's
go to
better?
if okay, like say
Taco
Rox.
Bell or a
Rox
Taco
goes to her
Oh my
aunt's
God.
house and she eats
Bell? Yeah.
her aunt's food, which is authentic Mexican food, right? And then she goes,
We're
okay,
discussing
like
what's
say the
better
next day you
between
say, hey, I want to
Taco
take you
Bell
over
or
here
Taco
to, you know, El Burrito Carbon, whatever the fuck
El
the
Burrito.
restaurant is.
That is
And-
true.
She orders the same exact thing that she made for you the night before. I guarantee you the difference in flavor, texture, taste, all of it is going to be super fucking different.
Yeah.
Super different. So you can tell that that restaurant is serving Tex-Mex. They're not serving authentic Hispanic food.
Well, there's a lot of
No.
restaurants down here that, I guess because we're so close to the border, that are a little bit more authentic.
Well, I mean, it would be really authentic if you didn't finish your plate and somebody in the back cooking room came out with a slip up and nailed you because you didn't eat your food.
Fucking chocolate because you didn't finish
I'm
their
telling
food.
you, that's why I'm fat. Everybody just forced me to eat.
Dude, it
Oh.
is not even. It's not even that. It's just simple
No.
fact that either one, it's so good you don't want to stop eating it, or two, they just gonna whoop your ass for not eating it.
Abuela's
why I
cooking
love
is always
watching-
the best.
You know what my favorite part is? My favorite part is watching those skinny white boys that date the Hispanic girls go to a fucking family event, and the moms look at them. The moms, the aunts, the grandmas, all of them look at them up and down and go, "Come on,
You need to eat.
you need to eat." And they'll just fucking feed the shit out of them until they're just at a point where they're almost ready to throw up or comatose.
Yeah,
No,
well,
that's the funnier part too. They'll look at a
Boy
guy
toy.
that's skinny boy toy. Okay, boy toy. How
Yeah.
skinny is boy toy? Is he a skinny
I
boy?
mean, he's in law enforcement, so yeah.
Okay.
So he's well built.
He's well
And
built.
he was telling me that he's never eaten so much in his life when he was down here.
You go, mama.
You got to be prepared to eat.
Like
Yeah.
you gotta go work off that 10,000 calories you just ate, homie. Enjoy.
Yeah, he said that he's like next week he's gonna start doing workouts and stuff like that when he goes back home.
He's just like, no.
But you know, he wouldn't have said he guarantee he would have said he would not say no if her mama
Mhm.
dropped a plate in front of him, even though he was full. He would never have said no.
Yeah, he didn't
Because
say
there's
no.
No,
nothing
if
in
he
this
was smart,
world.
if he's smart, he'll eat what's in front of him and shut the fuck up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because he might not live. Hey, Sarge, I'm not coming in today. Why? A little old lady whooped my butt.
Oh, yeah, I never finished telling my story because we got distracted about that. You reminded me about right now when he
What?
was talking with my Theo.
Mhm.
Then I found out about my dad with the drinking and smoking.
Yeah.
Long story short, my Theo was basically telling him all this stuff that he would do, like the smoking and buying drink for underage people, speeding and racing and all that kind of stuff when he was younger, right? So then they asked him, "So what do you do?" And he started telling him, and then my Theo's face just dropped, and he's like, "You're a cop?"
I just admitted to crimes. Oh, shit. Oh,
He's like,
shit.
"You're a cop." That was just like so funny.
He's like, I'm not only a cop, I'm a sexy cop.
That sounds like him.
There's two reasons why I have handcuffs. One of them everybody knows. Anyway,
Handcuffs
I
are
just-
so basic.
they
I
are.
used handcuffs for a play. The Elvis was arresting a Santa Claus.
Okay. I
Okay.
use handcuffs for completely different reasons.
4 post bed.
Actually, I don't use handcuffs at all. That's like basic. That's like 90s kink. That's horrible.
Oh,
like
did
the
you upgrade?
worst.
Did you upgrade to Velcro?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Velcro was the thing. No, leather.
Oh wow, definite
Handcuffs are
upgrade.
way better. More comfortable anyway. Dude, if you've never been handcuffed to a bed and you sit there and you're struggling during the throes of making love and don't realize that you are moving your wrists so much you're chafing them, and then the next day you have to go and explain why you have these little red marks and cuts and stuff on your wrist, and you try to explain that, you try to explain it to your boss. I'm not
No, I
I
bullshitting.
got
couldn't.
chonguitos on my
Try to
wrist.
explain it.
I could not explain it to my
You
boss
couldn't
at
explain
all.
shit. You'd be like, well, do you really want to know? Yeah. Okay. We got to go somewhere private to talk about that. And as soon as you say that, they go, never mind.
Can we stay away from HR before I say anything? Anyway,
I don't
A
have a
belt?
headboard.
jeez Louise.
So fucking random. Okay. So
That's-
if you don't here,
Wait,
let me
all of
give
you
let me give
been
a word of
tied
advice.
up before?
Have you?
I have not.
I
I
have.
have not.
Wow. Let me give you a word of advice. If you don't have a headboard or you don't have anything to hook something to, find these studs that are in the wall. Go get some fucking some of those screw-in rings that you can put into wood and just screw those into the wood, right? And then it won't come out, and you can hook things to them and go, "Wee, I'm tied up now."
I don't know if I would ever want to do that. I saw a movie where the guy had a heart attack and the girl was like stuck there. Because he died.
Oh my god! Bro.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. You said you saw a movie where a guy was stuck there? That was probably Misery.
No, there was a girl. She was handcuffed, I think, or tied up, and her husband had a heart attack and died, and she couldn't get out. And there was nobody that knew they were there because they were out on a vacation in the woods. And
I saw that movie.
Okay, so when it comes to that, and this is pure safety for kink. Okay, when it comes down to it and it's all said and done, if you're going to use handcuffs, make the key available to the person that is cuffed. So that means you can either tie it on a string and put it on the hook, or you can put it on the headboard, somewhere where they can actually reach it. They can grab it, pull it off, put it into the key deal, and turn it to unlock one at least. And if you've never used them and you don't understand how to use them, that's when you practice beforehand. Because if you don't practice, guess what? You're going to end up just handcuffed to a bed, and it's going to be Gerald's game.
Well, I was thinking more basic instinct.
Dude, you don't handcuff yourself to metal. Don't handcuff yourself to things that you can't get out of. And if you do handcuff yourself to anything that's metal, make sure the key is hanging there with those handcuffs on a nice long string that somebody can grab and use. And if they can grab the string, they can grab the key, whatever. They can pull it up, and if they drop it, it's still on the string, so it's not going to go anywhere. Or nowadays, everybody's
abstinence.
Nowadays, everybody's phone, you can just talk to it and it'll call 911. So make sure your phone's by the bed and it's charged.
Just remember, don't use those words for safety words, okay? Because you might get 911 on the phone.
Right. Yeah, don't say, "Hey Google" is your safe word. Oh god, theory. I need you to what? Oh god. Practice safely, and if you're going to do anything, make sure you practice it first. Especially Shibari. Shibari is the art of tying and stuff like that.
Shibari's pretty.
It is
very pretty. And the thing is, Shibari helps with a lot of medical ailments as well. So there's a lot of different aspects and a lot of benefits to Shibari, but there's a lot of disadvantages if you don't understand circulation, proper tying, proper cutting, all that kind of stuff. You can have a lot of fun with it.
I'm surprised you're not surprised that I know what that is out of everything else.
I'm not surprised at what you know and what you don't, honestly.
I mean,
what I'm surprised is the fact that nobody's actually tied you down. It's weird. Mm-hmm. The cool thing, there's benefits and disadvantages to it. The cool thing is the simple fact that you lose all form of control and you can't do shit. It's super frustrating when somebody's fucking with you, and it's a lot of fun because the end result is so much better because you're really fucking frustrated. But it can be
tension
again
is so high.
Right. And it can be dangerous if you do not practice first. Practice is always the weird part. It really is, but it's also the part that if you're going to play in the kink pool, you better be safe about it. Just saying.
Well, the biggest one too is everybody does something like that, even though you haven't been tied or cuffed or anything else like that. I'm going to say it. What do you think foreplay is? Foreplay is just a way of getting your senses to literally max out to the point where you literally go,
That's what foreplay is. Necklace.
Well, yeah, literally, foreplay is just edging. Is all it is. You never want to get your partner there completely, but at the same time, you don't want to not get them there.
Because your partner may actually turn around. That wasn't it.
Okay, guys. Let me tell you this, guys, men. You're allowed to let her go and let her, like go over and over again. Okay, we're one and done. We're one shot wonders. So don't let her get you to that point. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really bad for her because she's not going to get what she wants.
Yeah, fight back, guys. Fight back.
What?
Fight back, guys. I don't know what, but fight back.
Oh my god.
It hurts.
You fucking deserve that one.
Yeah, I did. But
the one thing is just be safe. If you're going to do anything like that, anything kinky, do your research, please. Practice before you play. It's weird, but it helps. It'll make your playtime a lot more fun if you practice just a little first and do your own damn research. That's it. Anyway, we're going to play. The more. I need to get that. And now I need to do that.
Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Oh man.
I can hear Jackal during foreplay. Oh god, it's so bad.
It may happen. I mean, Rowan's already telling Jackal probably right now, going, go to Home Depot. I need the 1-inch acres.
When Jackal gets done, he stands up, puts his hands on his hips, and he's like,
unequivocally bussing.
Can't wait for Rowan. Women's Day. Rowan turns around. Your turn.
Oh God!
I look at him and go, "Why are you naked? Why are you naked?"
Because I'm your hubby.
All right, guys. So we're gonna play a little repo after this. If you guys want to watch us be absolute fools, it's gonna be about an hour before we play that because everybody wants to eat and kind of get relaxed and wound down from the podcast. So we're gonna cut this off a little early, let everybody get everything they need done, and we're gonna meet back here at 8 my time, which is whatever time you guys, 5, I guess, or
7
6?
8 for Roxy.
Yeah, it's 8 for me and Rox. For you two,
me and Rowan are the same.
6.
So 6 your time, 8 our time, and we'll do it that way. Here, in fact, let's put the centrals next to each other and the weirdos over there.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I mean, there's their whole theme about Austin is they keep Austin weird.
There, you can have the weirdo back.
Ouch,
Hi.
Bones. You're
is
fine.
The weird Brady Bunch.
No, I know, right? The weirdest Brady Bunch.
We just look up and look side and just smile while we're looking at each other.
So, guys, don't forget next week is WrestleMania. 100% pure WrestleMania. It's also Easter Sunday, and we don't give a shit about that. 4 heathens don't care. Yes, it's also 420. So 9 times out of 10, what day is that? 420 is on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
So 9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna be high for that broadcast. It's gonna be fun.
I care about Easter. That means Lent's over, and I can finally eat my papas.
My spicy
Your what?
Potatoes.
Did you say papas or tatas?
Papas.
Oh, okay. I thought you said tatas, and then Rowan started talking. I was like, wait. Did she say she's gonna eat her boobies?
I gave a potato for Lent.
You guys know why the Easter Bunny hides the eggs, right?
Because he poops them?
No.
You hide your poop?
You would be embarrassed too if everybody found out you were doing chickens.
Oh Lord.
I like Roxy's answer way better.
I know. Those are different kind of chocolates. Anyway.
God.
Ew.
So we're going to be streaming on probably 3 different Twitch channels, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can run on this one.
Ro, are you streaming?
Yep.
Roxy, are you going to stream?
For WrestleMania?
No, for gaming tonight.
For gaming tonight.
Oh, for gaming tonight. Yes.
And then Pit Boss, you're going to stream as well.
Yeah. Do you want me on the TikTok side of things, or do you want me over on?
Completely up to you, 100%.
All right.
There will be bad language.
I think there already was.
There was last time I didn't get yeeted, so.
Jackal's going to stream as well, so that's going to make it even better. Because it's Jackal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the amount of boom booms. If any of you, if any of you have a repo, it's on Steam. If you have it, you're more than willing to join. We have one spot. So we're going to have us 4 and Jackal, and we need a 6th if you guys want to join. If not, no big deal. You'll see us 5. Monstrous said he'll stream too. So there's our 6th. So we got Monstrous, Jackal, Pit Boss, Roxy, Ro, and me. I will not be streaming on anything. I will just be the voice in the background. I do not have the time, the energy, or the patience to sit there and start a Twitch stream right now. If I ever do start a Twitch stream, trust me, you'll know, and you'll be bored as fuck because you're just going to watch me do StarCraft 2 all night. I don't give a shit about
StarCraft.
I don't care about all the games that are out and all the bullshit. I will just do StarCraft 2 or I'll stream like Repo or something. But other than that, it's pointless for me to do a stream, a Twitch, because when it comes down to it, I don't do the popular games. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I gotta tell you guys. If
Ronan,
anything,
did you really mean to put it that way?
Wow, nutty stream. Oh my god. If anything, if I had access to what we're streaming on, I could fire it off of that.
Access to
and just throw it to ours.
You talking about this?
Yes.
I can switch that real quick.
Yeah, then I can stream off of ours.
Yeah, I can. I'll after we get done. In fact, I can do this right now while we're talking. But I'll transfer it over to you.
Mm-hmm.
And referrals. Wait a minute. People are clicking on that link. Refer friends and viewers to earn credit. Your referrals will get you $10 in credit, and you'll earn 25 credit when you spend 25 with us. Okay. Well, I fucking spend a lot of money on you bitches. So, team settings.
Because I don't know where we're sitting at right now. Are we still on the 2 or
something like that?
Now.
Okay.
Next time karaoke stream.
Woot.
What are we singing?
Raining Men? Yeah. We could do It's Raining Men. We could do Kinky Boots.
Right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching our lovely nutty stream that we're doing, apparently. We're going to be doing it again. We're going to be streaming at 8 o'clock to stream Repo with you guys. So come see Rowan, come see Roxy, come see Pit Boss, come see me, come and see Monstrous, as well as Jackal, the chaotic gremlin in our group. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're probably going to get screaming and yelling at each other, but we'll probably stream for about an hour or two. And you guys can come in and enjoy gross Jackal. So if you guys want to come in, enjoy, and have fun, watch us be just silly. So other than that, thank you guys so much for coming in and talking with us, chatting with us, listening to us talk about so many random different things as always. Don't forget, next week we're going to be live Saturday and we're going to be live Sunday for WrestleMania. We'll be live on TikTok for you guys until they ban us because we are watching it. And then after that, we'll probably go on my TikTok and stream again. So it'll be off Pit Boss's TikTok first, then mine, and then Rowan, and then Roxy. If we just keep getting banned,
how do you stream off of TikTok? You would have
I will let you know, dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, she probably didn't have TikTok Studio, so it's probably not going to happen. So I know Rowan has TikTok Studio. I do, and so does Pit Boss.
I do. Yeah.
So all three of us can do that if
I'll
needs
break
be.
my streak for
and
that.
then Jackal as well. Jackal's going to be with us. I don't think Roxy, are you going to join us for WrestleMania, or are you going to stand out on that one?
It depends. What day is it?
Let me ask you this: are you a wrestling fan?
When I was young.
Not a luchador.
I haven't kept up with it in years, so I don't really know anything anymore.
You want to know how fast we can get her in there? Watch there's somebody going to be there with a shirt off. Roxy.
I saw the eyes.
I think she
twitch.
froze.
I saw the
I did
eye
not.
twitch.
Roxy, there'll be
Face
there'll,
tracking.
there'll be muscly men in their undies wrestling around.
Roman will be there.
Roman
Oh.
Reigns will be there.
Okay, maybe I'll watch it. What day is it?
She's gonna watch the one match. Is gonna be Roman Reigns that Sunday. Oh
What-
my God!
Oh, it's
That's
Sunday.
all she needs.
Saturday and Sunday, honey.
Oh,
Saturday and
Saturday
Sunday.
and Sunday. Saturday probably can't. I got a Pathfinder game.
That's fine. Sunday, we'll let you know the times and everything. But Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be streaming WrestleMania, so you guys come and be ready for that. Until then, and until next time, we have, as always, our resident mage always telling us something.
I'd love to stay and chat, but the prophecy foretold some absolute bullshit.
I love how you guys just go with it. It's great.
Raise your horns into the air. There is plenty here to share.